What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're here for episode 28 of Madden 22 Pink Slips Season 3 with the San Antonio Express ahead of the AFC Conference Championship game, where we welcome a trip to Vegas. That's never great. That's never a great trip. Take on the Vegas Raiders, 11-6. And this playoff journey is, I don't think it's stopping anytime soon. I'm going to say right now, the bookies, the bookmakers, probably have the Express as the favorites, because since we've added Lamar Jackson on offense and Aaron Donald on defense, because of our hard work, all of our effort, we've been unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, I will say having someone like Lamar Jackson under center makes me feel not as bad at this game, because when you see like the guys that play Ultimate Team, they play competitive with like all the made up teams and stuff like that. They are always playing with players like Lamar Jackson. I'm like someone like, I rebuild teams. I usually have stinker of quarterbacks, guys with star dads, stuff like that. It's day and night how much better people like Lamar Jackson are than like 90% of the players you get to play with. So I'm very excited for that. But first thing is first. So we won 28-7 over the Miami Dolphins. So we might as well get the players that you guys have voted on in the comments in the last video and see who we're going to have in addition to help us beat this Raiders team and move on to the Super Bowl. The top suggestion came from Perry, assistant coach Perry Traylor, who suggested getting Klein and Elam on the defensive side of the ball. So we're going to be sending them Jeff Okudah, 80, well, he's 81 across the board, star dev, corner, he's been our slot corner, and we are going to get our first Patreon player, Brian Klein, 85 superstar corner from Texas A&M, 96 speed, 95 acceleration, 89 zone coverage, great agility, scheme fit. Yeah, it makes a whole lot of sense. And, you know, we continue the tradition of having a white lightning back there in the secondary. This is the one I'm a little bit worried about. Hopefully we break even. We're going to bring in Elam, D-tackle here, 78 with a star dev, 6'6", 307. Actually looks fairly solid. Has some upside. Again, we think we're going to win the Super Bowl. I hope I'm going to win the Super Bowl. I'm going to try everything I can do to try to win the Super Bowl. We also still need to be kind of planning, what if we have to run this back for a fourth season and absolutely dominate, take over the league. We need some guys that are young, need some game along, some guys with some upside, and we're going to be sending them Gilbert, who does not have his dev trade unveiled yet. I don't know if it's, I'm going to guess it's probably star, but there is a chance that we are giving a 75 superstar potentially, or even an X Factor for a 78 star, but that's kind of the games you play here. I'm on it. I go with this. I go with the coaching staff. I go with the community. This is a trade, and we have a big-time corner coming to help us shut down that Vegas offense. Also, now the trade is made, I gotta take a peek here, just to know for no. That's gonna eat me up a little bit. So we traded for a star dev D tackle, and Gilbert was star. Okay, so we broke even, and we got a better player. No harm, no foul. Lamar Jackson also was a weekly award winner here. So, not too often you see a quarterback. I mean, obviously there's only so many teams you can pick from, but a quarterback that has 75 passing yards and gets player of the week. But that is exactly what he did, which gives us an opportunity to give him a +2 upgrade in a quarterback position specific attribute. I don't know what it's, probably mid accuracy, but let's go do that right now. All right, so for his +2, I've already gone through, and the best bonus, an upgrade, and most worthwhile is medium throw accuracy. As we go +2 here, it takes it from 95 to a 96. Field general and 96 to 97 strong arm quarterback. So we are just going to continue to make Lamar Jackson the greatest quarterback in Madden history ahead of the AFC Championship game. Let's get a quick preview of the Raiders roster. I kind of did this at the end of the last video, but let's just refresh it. Understand what we're going up against. So they have Stafford at quarterback. It is, you know, he's past his prime a little bit, but he's still Matt Stafford at the end of the day. I will say only 90 throw power. That has been definitely a big hit in terms of regression there, but it's still Matt Stafford. He's a solid quarterback. I'm not overly worried about it. I'm more worried about this monster in their backfield, Derrick Henry, 99 X Factor. I will say our run defense tends to be good, but our run defense also tends to give up the occasional just ridiculous, you know, like that's what happened against the Dolphins. Dolphins did nothing. They had one touchdown, but it was like a 79-yard touchdown out of nowhere. Terrible tackling. They have TYREEK Hill at wide receiver, Deontay Johnson, Elijah Moore, Jalen Reagor at wide receiver. So obviously anytime you go up against TYREEK Hill, you got to be worried about covering deep. But we have great corners. I'd say corner is a strength of our squad. Don't know from a purely speed standpoint if we have someone that can keep up with TYREEK. But we did just bring in a corner that has 95, 96 speed. That should help. Noah Fant at tight end. He's solid. O-line, You know, that's honestly below average to average at best offensive line. Should have plenty of opportunities with Aaron Donald, with Owe on that defensive line to get some pressure on Matt Stafford. It's not like Stafford's going to kill us with his legs or anything. Farrell, we got Chase Vinovich up to a superstar. Raekwon Davis, PJ Hall. Again, just, you know, I would say average defensive line. Linebacker, of course, CJ Mosley with an X factor. They have Kendricks with an X superstar. Sorry, they have Christian Bell, great athlete. So it's a solid linebacking core. Into the secondary, Shaquille Griffin, Chidobe Awuzie, superstar. Trey Herndon, Grant Delpit, the rich money man. Ultimately, man, this is not that impressive of a team. Like, if you just can make sure that these two guys don't take this game over, Tyreek Hill and Derrick Henry. I'm with 90 throw power for Stafford. I'm not terrified. It's not like that's old school Stafford, 97 throw power, and they're just going to dunk on us every single play. If we can handle these two guys on the defensive side of the ball, and if we can make sure guys like Eric Kendricks and CJ Mosley with their abilities don't take the game over on the defensive side of the ball, I honestly feel like this is going to be an easy win, and we're going to just stroll back to the Super Bowl. Okay. So what I think was going to happen between our defensive line studs and their offensive line, at least on the first play of the game, looks to stand true. So Aaron Donald won his battle. What about Owe on the other side? Can we dominate both of these tackles? We did push that guy back, and then there's Derrick Henry. Don't think he got both feet down. Can I challenge that? I don't think he got both feet down. This is the scariest thing ever. The challenge system in Madden. Look at that. He definitely did it. How is that not 1 foot, second foot, like 5 feet out of bounds? I think we're going to just double rainbow, at least for Madden 20, and have a play reversed. Come on. There's no way. Like, literally. What?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Man, it will only hit start to go look at the replay of that. There's no replay? Unbelievable. We're getting hosed. We are getting hosed. Get out of here. Drops. I mean, they should have brought that in. Deontay Johnson bobbles it. They have an injury to their center, and they have to punt the ball and give it to Lamar Jackson. Let's go. Let's go. We'll start with Derrick Henry right there. Let's go. I think, given everything that's gone on with John Gruden over the last week, this game shouldn't be giving them any favorable calls, okay? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for people that just aren't assholes. That's what I'm going to do. This game here, despite John Gruden, is going to go for everybody that's just not an asshole. Let's go, baby. You're not stopping this. I'm thinking, I just don't think I'm going to lose another game. I think that you could say, you know, if we had to sim the Super Bowl, win, lose, or draw, and go into a year 4. If you said C4, you get to play all 17 games in the next, I am going 17 and up. I am not losing another game because that's just how damn good Najee Harris, that's just how damn good Lamar Jackson is, and my game just crashed. Okay, get back to the play at hand. Okay, we're back. I'll give Madden credit where credit due. With their game crashes, has a pretty good, hey, pick up where you left off. And with that, we're going to slants. And ultimately, when we slants nowadays, this is probably my favorite go-to on the slants, is just taking it with Lamar Jackson because he's unstoppable. What? Elijah Moore with the trickeration. 30 yards. There we go. Aaron Donald. Former teammates, at least in real life, says, hey, you know, you're going to try. You're not going to have anybody chip me. You're not going to have any back there, and you're going to try to expect 50, 67, whoever that is, the solo block. There they go. I got a little bit of a chip there, and even then, Donald still winning. Oh, Klein! Klein had a chance. That was a pick 6 if he brought that in. They may attempt a field goal. I ain't got time for that. If they make it, they make it. They do not. Younghoe Koo. That's good starting field position. I honestly want to try to get this bomb. Play action. We've been running the ball enough. John Ross, man, he's been getting key blocks back-to-back games. I think he deserves it, but it's actually a tough one, and he brings it in. Let's go. The rich money man can't hold up in coverage. Let's hit with the QB draw here. See if we can get some pink scoring. I think this is a great opportunity game that getting a 5-star, getting a huge player ahead of the Super Bowl in case we have to run into the Seahawks with Cam Newton again is exactly what the doctor ordered. We'll go slants. That's what coach wants. That's where I'm at right now with slants. If the slant is there, I will highly consider it, but I won't go on my way to go search for a slants play. Let's just take it in with Lamar again. That's the best slant. Again, the best option on slants with Lamar Jackson is just keeping it. Highest probability, more so than throwing to QUEZ Watkins or tight end or the running back or anything like that. It's just run in with Lamar. That's his second rushing touchdown of the game. Half-star for scoring right there. Oh, shit. Okay. You get that. When you have TYREEK Hill on your team, you get those plays. The bomb, man. Stafford turning back the clock. 33, probably, I'm going to guess that's Jalen Hawkins, like the one guy that probably doesn't have decent speed on the back end of our defense. It was Moore and Hawkins. Why is it all of our depth safeties? Where's Jeremy Chin? All right, let's go, man. Into Raider territory. The X Factor has been triggered for Lamar, which means no fumbles, which is pretty good, which is what we need. Broken play. Get your block. Shall we go for 3? I don't know. They're calling QB draw. The mic there. Eric Kendricks, pretty good. Probably, you know, have someone assigned to QB8. Okay, just do this. Throw a little stiff arm there. There's no risk of fumbling with that. It gets Lamar Jackson over 100 yards rushing. 1 full star in the books. Oh, that was tough. Bad read. Tried to force it. But 4 touchdowns will give him another chance at pay. Let's go QB draw. Try to punch this one in, and I'll be a gentleman. If they stop us here, I'll reward their defense for getting a stop. And they absolutely had no chance of stopping us there. Boy, got home. I think they're going to settle for a field goal. You doing, Chucky? All right, hold to a field goal. I mean, they can't even... The computer can't even do anything for them. Come on. Weird, you know. You lose the way we lost in the Super Bowl last year. You know, you have a little bit of chip on your shoulder. QUEZ? I think this is a perfect time just to dunk this into QUEZ Watkins. It's actually not a good read. We'll just take what's open, which is Mr. John Ross, the best blocking wide receiver in the league, brings it up to the 1-yard line. Only 1 incompletion for Lamar Jackson. This is a complete performance from the Express so far. Tight end. Like, I'm thinking about pulling Lamar at this point. Right now, the only bad thing that can happen is Lamar Jackson gets hurt. Stay in the pocket. Find QUEZ Watkins, who's matched up against CJ Mosley. Do better, Raiders. You're like, hey, you know, we want to offer a little bit of resistance. We're gonna have our best highest scoring game in the AFC Championship. Don't put a super slow 33-year-old linebacker on probably the second fastest wide receiver in the NFL behind TYREEK Hill. Let's keep throwing, man. I don't know if we're at a 5-star yet. We're pretty close. Go away. I know I want that 300 yards passing for Lamar, so we're going to need another drive. I am risking injury, but he hasn't really been sniffed on as long as we're staying in the pocket, and I have decided to retire the scrambler Lamar Jackson here today. Be tight window. John Ross gets his touchdown. Let's go. Give him a chance. I'm going to run this play. They'll give him a chance to leave with their heads held high. They can get a stop here, which, you know, having a 97, 98 speed running back kind of makes it tough, especially when your defense is suck and win. 60, about to be 63-20. We don't even kick the extra point. Gruden's pissed off. Yardage was close. Like, we had 500 yards to, like, 400 yards, roughly. Just, you know, it's a cheat code. We all know it's a cheat code. You click this video knowing my guy Lamar Jackson is unstoppable, and he just continues to be as advertised. Alright, so for our scoring, actually was a lot closer than you probably would expect, but we won the game by a lot. Utterly dominant, but we won the game. We won by 21, which is the biggest win you can get. That is 2 stars. Looking at the player performances here, we have Lamar Jackson, who was essentially perfect for the day, but just getting 300 yards on the dot, 4 touchdowns passing. That is 1 full star as a passer. Najee Harris going over 100 rushing yards is a half star. And then you have Lamar Jackson going over 100 rushing yards, half star. 4 touchdowns, which is worth 1 full star. So that is 1.5 stars there for Lamar Jackson as a runner. Receiving, it just continues to be copy and paste. The best players perform the best. QUEZ Watkins, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, gives him 1 full star. Unfortunately, nothing again on the defense. It's been quiet from the defense, but it ends up being a 6-star performance, though it's a 5-star, plus 10 upgrade, plus an opportunity to spin the wheel. All right, fellas, let's go. Time to spin the wheel. You know the widgets. Dev increase, plus 20 overall, pick a team, pink special. What am I hoping for? Probably everything except a dev increase. I don't necessarily think someone going from a superstar to X Factor or anything like that will have any massive impact for us. And it is the plus 20 overall. Okay, let's see if we can fit TYREEK in the budget. Okay, so before any upgrades are had with this beautiful plus 20 that we have, let's figure out who we're taking on in the Super Bowl first and foremost. And then we can kind of play that all out. And it's looking like the Chicago. We have a weekly award winner. We might as well hit this up. It's probably Lamar Jackson. It is Lamar Jackson. Let's give him right now a plus 2. Again, seems fairly easy just to dump these points into medium throw accuracy, as plus 2 brings up to 95, which gives him now a perfect 99 strong arm quarterback and up to a 97 field general. My God. And because we're now at the end of the season, dev traits have gone up. QUEZ Watkins is now a superstar X Factor. Got the ankle breaker. I mean, I don't really actually use that. I'm thinking we should probably give him not that one. Don't throw a lot of spins and jukes and stuff like that. I think, honestly, with someone like QUEZ, you're going to want... I don't even know. We do throw a lot of... Let's go rack them up, I suppose. Feel free to let me know in the comments what ability would be the best ability to throw on to QUEZ Watkins ahead of the Super Bowl. But that's big time, man. Let's look right now. First and foremost, we got a lot to handle right now to close with this episode. Because we did have the dev trade and stuff like that, let's see if anyone else on the squad has gone up dev trade. We know for a fact QUEZ Watkins has gone from superstar to a superstar X Factor. We have on the offense, Tommy Tremble is now up to a superstar X Factor. All right, let me just cross out here one of the upgrades. Actually, I'll leave it in here. We'll talk about it. But Tommy Tremble earned himself a dev trait. He's been actually very good for us. Unfortunately, we're not doing a Carolina Panthers rebuild anymore, but we got to see a little bit of Tommy Tremble there. Congratulations to you. On the defensive side of the things, let's see what we have here. Well, you know, rushing, it's blue dev, hidden dev. I know it's an X Factor. That's what we traded for as such. It is looking like no one really went up a dev trait, which is fine for sure. Because, I mean, our defense wasn't as good as our offense. And we've had a lot of moving pieces on the defensive side of the ball. So let's also now look at the Chicago Bears. Just very quickly look at the Bears, see what we're getting ourselves into. I see they have Christian McCaffrey. Another reason why, you know, I'm not too upset about not doing the Panthers at this point. I'm a little upset because I was committed to doing them. But, you know, Christian McCaffrey's everywhere right now in franchise. And I feel like people would have got sick. If you got sick and tired of me running it with Lamar Jackson the way I am, Imagine if we did a full real series with me just doing the exact same thing with Christian McCaffrey. But they got Jordan Love under center at quarterback. Okay, solid. Christian McCaffrey at running back. That's going to be very difficult to stop. Allen Robinson, Auden Tate. So they play big boy football on the outside. Trey White's not the biggest corner. Neither's Newsome. Cole Kmet. Got fairly solid offensive line led by Orlando Brown Jr. and Tristan Wirfs at the tackle spots. Defensively, they got Eric Armstead. Linebacking core solid. Bradley Chubb's really good. He's hurt. Looks like he's going to be missing the game. That's a big miss for them. Good get for us. They actually have a lot of Bears, oddly enough, on this team. It was a fantasy draft, and they ended up with a lot of base Chicago Bears. It's a good team. Am I worried? Probably not. But it's a good team. It's a legitimate, like, there's a chance. I can see the scenario. We kind of kicked ass. Maybe not to the degree that we did this year because Lamar Jackson's just insane. But last year, year 2, we kicked ass the whole playoffs, and I couldn't do a damn thing in the Super Bowl against Seattle. It was like, the script got flipped. So this is going to be an interesting one. And I'm telling you right now how this is all going to work. Tomorrow, Friday, will be a new realistic rebuild. On Saturday, I will be dropping the hype intro trailer to our new Madden 22 main channel franchise. And then on Sunday, I'm going to hope to have it out before the Sunday slate game start, the Super Bowl here of Pink Slip. So the last thing we need to do is discuss this plus 20 upgrade we have incoming from the Vegas Raiders. So with a massive plus 20 that we have spun, there is a 20 that works out. But again, I just want to get your guys' feedback. You could see something different than I do. So our first upgrade here, plus 6 to move from AJ Cann to David DeCastro on the offensive line. Veteran, brings that, he's played in Super Bowls and stuff like that. Could help our team out if you're looking at it from that standpoint. Or we have a lesser but still an upgrade is Nitain Muti, 80 star dev offensive guard. This would be a plus 3 upgrade to move on from AJ Cann to Muti on the offensive line. Now, I didn't know he was going up a dev trait when I was doing my research, but it would be a plus 9 to go from X Factor Tommy Tremble to Noah Fant. Noah Fant is a little bit more pink slippy, with the speed and stuff like that. So it is worth mentioning, but plus 9 to downgrade from an X Factor. I just don't think that's the case. I thought it might have been a little bit more appealing when Tommy Tremble was just a superstar, but now that he has the X Factor, you probably want that. And then the big upgrade, we can upgrade from Hunter Renfrow to TYREEK Hill ahead of the Super Bowl plus 17. So there's a perfect way to spend all plus 20 by bringing in TYREEK Hill for 17 and then Muti upgrade on the offensive line for plus 3. Feels pretty self-explanatory, but again, I do like having the opportunity to discuss with you guys in the comments and see what you guys are thinking. But I mean, if this is going to be our Super Bowl win in pink slips and we have an opportunity to bring in the most pink slippy wide receiver not named QUEZ Watkins that's probably ever existed. And I don't think I've ever had TYREEK Hill in a pink slip. We've had John Ross. I've never had TYREEK Hill. So that one is going to be up to you guys in the comment section. I will pin these different upgrades in the top post so you guys can make your votes. But it, does seem fairly self-explanatory about what upgrades should be had. But I'm very excited. Whatever you guys do decide. And this is a great opportunity to win the Super Bowl. So this Super Bowl will be out on Sunday. So make sure you pay attention to your sub boxes. And then when we either win or lose the Super Bowl, which it should be a win, especially with how Lamar Jackson's playing. We've had very much zero resistance through our first, 3 playoff games. We'll figure out what's next. But for every bit that Lamar Jackson, Najee Harris, QUEZ Watkins, Aaron Donald is greasy, overpowered, sim cheesy, that is Christian McCaffrey to a T in this game. So it's going to be a big-time battle, and I'm excited for it. So thank you guys very much for watching. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Trying to work our way up to 150,000 subscribers here on YouTube. We're about 1,000 off, so that'd be pretty damn cool if we can hit that sooner than later. Leave a comment in the comment section below what player you want to see as an upgrade, and smash that like button if you enjoy it. That's all I ask for. It's free, and it very much helps out the videos on YouTube. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for a brand new realistic rebuild, and then back again on Sunday for the Pink Slips Super Bowl. Thanks for watching. Peace out.